Hey YouTube, I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker, and I'm here today to do a tarot tag. I'm looking over here because that's where I've got the questions. And I saw this on Travis, the Pagan Scholars channel, and I'll link you down there to the video. And there are 10 questions. I read through them. A couple of them I'm kind of puzzled about, but we'll just soldier through. So the first question, were you mentored or were you self-taught? Kind of a mix of both. In my Wiccan training, between first and second degree, part of that training was to nail down a divination system. And I really wanted to read tarot and couldn't for quite a few years. Well, probably better part of a year and a half. And what happened was I thought I wasn't a good reader, right? So it took me a while. My high priestess, Lady Liana, kind of worked with me, and she took me to a psychic fair where I found a deck of cards that really spoke to me. It was the Herbal Tarot. I still have that one, that actual deck. And that deck and I clicked, and I got tarot just like boom. I mean, literally. And it's kind of like that, I studied for 10 years and became an overnight success kind of joke in some industries. For me, it really did just go ding. It's like everything just fell into place. And since then, I keep learning. I learn from everybody. I recently took a workshop with Teresa Reed, learned stuff there. I have been to a convention, would love to go to more. So I'm always learning. I don't think you can ever say, or I don't think I can ever say, I'm done learning about tarot because there's so much. It's a very nuanced field of divination, lots of information in it, lots of different ways of learning. And so I guess for question one, I was self-taught and mentored. And I'm still being taught. I'm still teaching myself. So, are you a psychic or a tarot reader? I don't. The phrasing of that question is off for me, um, because are you a psychic tarot reader or are you a non-psychic tarot reader? Would be the better way to rephrase that question. And here's the thing: I think everybody's psychic. We just kind of close off our ability or our access to that ability. So I do style myself a psychic tarot reader. Um, And there are times when the psychic two-way path is just done. And in that case, I rely on my knowledge of tarot itself. I don't think you have to be psychic, but again, I think everyone is psychic. So, um, again, the phrasing of that question is a little bit bizarre for me because of the way it is. So, yes, I am a psychic tarot reader. Yes. Are your predictions accurate, and is accuracy important to you? Um, Again, wording. I don't predict. I point out possibilities. I point out trends and tendencies. I talk a little bit about that in my interview that I did on Siobhan's Mirror, which is a blog. I'll put a link down at the bottom. So, are my predictions accurate? Yes. When I tell somebody that I see something coming, it generally happens if that person continues on the same path. The reason to look ahead, folks, is so you can change what's coming if you don't like it. Okay? There's no other reason to look ahead unless you're the type that likes to just bitch and moan about the future. And I'm not. I don't want clients that do that. So, pardon. So, yeah, they're accurate. Is accuracy important to me? Not really. Um, that's for my client. That's for them. So I want them to have good information. I want them to be able to, have the tools they need to move forward. So I guess on that level, it is important to me. Yeah, yeah. Is there anything you can't predict in a reading? Yeah, I won't do health issues. I think it's morally and ethically reprehensible for me to do that. Um, Nor will I go to a reader and ask them a health question. That's what doctors are for. Western, Eastern, healers, shamans, doesn't matter. Tarot readers ain't doctors, period. Now, some are. I know a medical intuitive reader, Marcia Courier, and absolutely I'd go to her for health information because that's her job. Um, but no, no, I'm not going to predict health issues. I'm not going to predict somebody's death. I think that's asinine. I really, if you want to just thoroughly piss me off, sit down across the table from me and waste your money by asking me when you're going to die. Because you know what my answer is? When you stop breathing. Get it? So, um, but yeah, so I just have a block on those. I won't do that. And again, prediction is not how I view tarot. That word is, ah. Do you use only tarot or are you multidisciplinary? Multidisciplinary, definitely. Because I do astrology, numerology. I'll work with oracle decks. Sometimes I'll work with stones. Um, I get information from the other side. I do mediumship with tarot. So there's a whole bunch of things I bring to the table when I do tarot. Um, and yeah, multidisciplinary. Is the message in the cards or in your head? That's a weird question. Both, because the cards lay out the story, and then my intuition kicks in and fills in the layers of the story, right? So both, both. Are you a priest or a fortune teller? What? Okay, maybe I should have read these questions a little more thoroughly. Are you a priest or a fortune teller? Um, well, I'm not a fortune teller, and but the way that's phrased, it's like, are you this wonderful priest or this icky fortune teller? So I'm reading a dichotomy in there that I don't like. That's on me. Um, and I am what people want me to be, right? If you sit down at me and you want your fortune read, and you're willing to pay me $125 for an hour of that, okay, I'll tell you fortune. Um, I'm more of an intuitive counselor. I'm a coach. I want you to work with me when I do a reading, and tell me what you see. Tell me what's going on so that we can work on those things. Um, Priest or fortune teller on that question. So sorry. um, Are you a fixer or a looker? Again, I don't get that question. What do you mean, fixer or looker? Pass on the question because I don't understand it. Fixer or looker? I mean, I don't fix somebody's life for them. I look at the cards and help you work through what's going on with you. Um, I don't understand the question. Sorry. Do you read for free or for fee? I am a professional tarot consultant. I don't do it for free. I offer my tarot scopes for free. I do some free open readings sometimes. I've got a secret one set up for my newsletter people this week. But no, I don't read for free. I used to. Yeah, when I was getting my skill set together and polishing up my presentation and working on my abilities as a professional reader. Yeah, I did it, but not anymore. I used to do $5 and $10 readings, but I don't anymore. Um, is there anything you won't predict in a reading? Is that oh, can't, won't? Huh? Same diff. I mean, can't, won't, health, death. Um, and I get really annoyed with doing readings that are repetitive for the same person because that tells me you're not doing the work. That tells me you just want a different answer without doing the actual work. That's like wanting a job without putting out a resume, without doing interviews. You're sitting at home expecting somebody behind a desk is going to jump up and go, "Oh my God, so and so is the person I want, and I have psychically gotten all their information. I'm going to run out and hire them." You know, it's like wanting to have more money, but you don't stop spending. So why? Why waste time? Um, but I love doing readings for people to find their matron patron. I've been doing a lot more of those. It's so fulfilling to work with somebody and help them find a potential deity. I won't say that it's absolutely the be all end all, because I think that our relationship with deity changes, and we can in fact work with different deities. Um, so there's that. Oh, people that want to know if they've met their twin flame. Oh, for fuck's sake, people, do not come to me and ask me about your twin flame, your twin soul, because I'm going to give you a lecture. And it's going to go like this. If we've had many lives, we've loved many people. When you meet somebody who resonates with you, who they get you, you get them, it's like, boom, simpatico. They're not necessarily a twin flame, a twin soul, whatever you want. They're simply somebody that you resonated with in a former life. Okay. And there's going to be many of those. Now, do I believe that there is, that magical, wonderful soulmate kind of relationship? Sure. Do I think you only have one soulmate? No, I don't. Um, because that's saying the other person and you've been reborn at the exact same time in the exact same way and been able to meet each other every time. I don't think that's possible. I think statistically it's impossible. Okay. Um, but I celebrate people who meet people that really connect with them, really mean something to them. That's wonderful. And if you want to call them your twin flame, your twin soul, you do that. But don't come to Arwen and ask me to help you find that person, because I'm going to tell you I don't think they exist. So I've automatically, changed my own scope of the reading, right? So, so I guess those are my answers to the questions. Um, I may do some myself, because uh, as a reader, those aren't the questions I want to know about another reader. They're not. So and they're fun questions. Whoever did them, thank you for starting. It's a great kickoff. But I may do some more. I just, I want to know what somebody's favorite deck is. What card do they resonate with? What card do they identify with? That kind of thing. If you're a tarot reader, do you have any cards that you have to see in a deck to know you can read with that deck? Me, I do. Star and Death. Um, so I guess that's it. I'm wringing my hands. I don't know why they're kind of dry. Yeah. I really appreciate the chance to answer the tags. Travis, thanks so much for putting your video up. I enjoyed it. And if y'all are ready to have a professional reading that doesn't involve twin flames, death, health, you know, find me at tarotbyarwen.com. I do readings via email and video chats. Seek joy, y'all. Pass it on.